everybody, welcome back to another installment of All the Mods 9. I'm Katiana. We are here in our woodland mansion in our Gregtech area where I have spent entirely too much time in the past week trying to wrap my mind around Gregtech and make some improvements as we enter the next stage, which was HV. And the good news is I have gotten most of HV done except for the last bit, which is causing me some consternation, as you will soon see. I figured out that that was going to be a time-consuming process, so I went on without you. Hey there, Burv, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. So, we have a lot of quest turn-ins to turn in across a number of chapters. So let's get right to it, and while I'm streaming, I have got the March Madness games in front of me as well, as of course I have to keep an eye on my brackets. I am doing well. I have been enjoying a couple of days of watching wall-to-wall basketball because March Madness is upon us, and this is my favorite time of year. And my brackets are doing remarkably well. I'm right in the top of my group for the competition so far. I was leading actually until Drake just lost, so I'm still doing very well. So we'll see how that holds up with the Creighton Auburn game. They were tied, but now Auburn just put a little spurt out there. So we will see what happens. Let us start at the beginning, because the beginning is a great place to start. So, with our Chapter 2 and the various pieces and parts in here, we have now the ability to make our large digital parts. Can't make them in bulk, but we at least was able to make them. I guess it's another netherite upgrade. And then down here, we finally were able to make one block of diamond. 17 more to go. And that gets us a thermo generator. Okay, that's not bad. It certainly will add to our power capabilities, so we will definitely take that. Okay, so then in refined storage, as I mentioned, we got some more of the big drives. I was able to finish the last two on the fluid side, so we'll grab the rewards for these two. Good stuff to have. I'll throw those in there. I have the fluid drive in here, so we can now hold a lot of fluids, which is good because we have got all kinds of fluids coming in here. Some of them intentional, some of them random, some of them I don't know exactly where they came from. Because sometimes the machine seems to just make them on its own randomly, because sometimes two things go in and I don't get the circuit changed to the right number, and so it ends up making something different than what I originally intended, and so yeah. So we end up with some spare things in here that weren't originally planned, so having lots of fluid storage is a very good thing. So I went ahead and took the largest of those drives, stuck it in here, so we've got plenty of fluid storage as we continue our way through Gregtech. I still have two left to go, the last two on the item side, the 262 and the 1048 million. That's going to be a while because doing that used up a ton of resources. I'm now in dire need of diamond, iron, gold, redstone, dirt, and Certus to be able to make these last two items. So we're just going to have to let things accumulate for a while before we're able to finish off refined storage. In productive bees, I was able to get enough of the draconic dust to make the gamma upgrade, so we were able to do that. That just leaves now the Omega. So I've got my little draconic bee a-working, and hopefully we'll be able to make the Omega and finish up that chapter here soon. We are currently short by 276 dust. So that's quite a bit of dust. So I'll just need to keep bringing over the combs and running it through our mixer and getting that processed. And once that is done, the bees chapter will be done. So we've got 2 quests left on refined storage. We have 1 quest left on bees, and then those will be 2 more chapters that are done. In Mystical Ag, I got a few more of the seeds done. I finished the sheep and the cow and the squid and the ghast and the experience and the uranium. So those are all done. The only 2 that are currently left are the turtle and the pig. So I have sent Grinch out with a DNA swab to go find us a turtle so that we can make a turtle spawner, and then we can get all of the turtles we need to get us the scoots so that we are able to make turtle seeds. I don't know why we would need turtle seeds, but there's a quest for it, so we will work on turtle seeds. And then I am breeding up the pigs so we can harvest the pigs to get the pork chops to make the pig seeds. So those last 2 are in process, and then the Mystical Ag chapter will be done. So we are chopping away at these little by little. I did get the ore processed for manganese, which gives us 1 more of those. So there's some of these I may have the ores in my wormhole and not even realize it, but when I actually process them is when something actually gets popped up. So that happened again. Okay, so here's where we left off on Gregtech. I was just stuck before we were able to get to the integrated circuit. I pushed through and finished that up, and also got the lubricant bucket. So we got our lubricant bucket. I got the silicon plate. I got the transistor, and that allowed me to make the advanced integrated circuit. So everything great, fine, and dandy there, which takes us to high voltage. High voltage went remarkably well, which try and craft the chunk destroyer. I remember looking at that and thinking, oh goodness, no. Because this thing is intimidating. I mean, a Quarry Plus, waterlogged chunk, I mean, this stuff is like, what? Now, I understand this is for knocking out, like, huge tracts of land all at once. And, of course, it uses a ton of FE. But we're doing okay. We are doing okay. We have our wormhole of resources, which is doing us just fine. I've got oodles and oodles and oodles of ores sitting in here just waiting for us to. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head what these are. I mean, that's not expensive. That's easy enough to do. That's easy enough to do, and I can craft dragon heads. I think some of the other players on the server have done this too. Oh, it doesn't absolutely require the electricity. This is optional. Interesting. Yeah, I've not gone this route. I have the occultism miner running and generating me ores and throwing them into a wormhole. And so I have access to all of the various ores that he produces. I just need to go and refresh his durability every couple of days, because that's about how long the FE will make it faster. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. So, and I just pull out the whatever particular ore I need at any given time. And so far that's worked pretty well for us. I haven't needed tons of lots of different ores. I've needed small amounts of random ores here and there. Except for the ones we're compressing, of course. That one, of course, we need lots and lots and lots and lots of ores. But this is slowly working its way on those, right? So we're slowly working on emeralds, and slowly working on diamonds, and slowly working on the dirt, and slowly working on the netherrack, and slowly working on the obsidian, and oh, get another one at the end. We're going to have the end one done soon, and then I'll be able to change that machine up to be a second machine of one of the other items. And that will help. And then here's our nether stars. I'll probably change it over to be nether stars because we desperately need more nether stars. We need so many nether stars. So many nether stars. I think if I stabilize my gold production so that it can keep up with making predictions, then I can get that started running again. It used up all of our gold last time. You had around 32 of the 256K storage drives, and they were full in less than 30 minutes using the chunk destroyer. And you just had that running in the mining dimension, I would presume. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I've got my miner literally just sitting in my base with his little shaft and pulling me all of these. Which is nice because it's pulling me stuff from Gregtech, it's pulling me stuff from regular Minecraft as well. So I've got, like I said, I've got plenty of stuff. And so far that's been meeting my needs just fine. It hasn't been a resource problem. It's been a machines not wanting to cooperate with me problem. We just upgraded to 1.07, and that update was really finicky with my machines, which I don't know if it's something got updated in Gregtech and my machine settings, the way I had them, are not happy. I know Gregtech and Refined Storage do not like each other very much. You have one problem, and it's laziness. You are probably one of those who is more of a speed, go into the pack and work very quickly, and I tend to do a lot of stuff running passively in the background, and when it's there when I need it, that's great. And I do a lot of crafting on demand rather than having things, you know, I used to be extremely manual, and I'm slowly learning to automate things. Yeah. District and JC are trying to get me to automate more things. I was manual crafting of everything. I did Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles with virtually no automation. Until we got to the very end of the pack where I started learning how to do automation in Refined Storage, like near the very end. So I'm doing better. I think I'm doing better. In my opinion, I am doing better. I still have a long way to learn. Sure I can. There you go. So, District may be jumping into our chat as well. It's probably not his bedtime quite yet. Sure. So, I didn't put that chest away. So, after getting our advanced integrated circuit, I love the fact we get double rewards for that. It's very cool. I went ahead and made the HV energy converter. And Naga was telling me about these the energy converters. So originally, with our first multi-block, which you can see I have 3 of them now, I had originally made 4 1A energy converters because I was panicking about overflowing and blowing up my thing. So I did 4 1As, piping them into these, right? And then when I went to the MVs, I did the MV 1As because I had the same concerns. And he's like, no, 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 no. You can do a 4A and it will be fine. So when I made the third one here, I'm like, okay, let's do an MV 4A and just pipe that one unit into both of these and see if that is better. And it has worked much better. I will say Naga was quite correct in that. So I probably can change both of these out from 4 1As to 1 4A, and that will stabilize the power in to the multi-blocks, and hopefully that'll speed up their they were before they were very jerky, that when doing crafts. I I I'm this is my first time doing anything in Gregtech. So I am not familiar with how all of this stuff works yet. I'm just now learning it. So, like, this is my HV machine, and then these 2 over here, that one's another MV, and then this one is, oops, this one is also an HV, but this one is got the Canthal coil blocks, and these 2 are both the cupronickel. That's not an easy word to say. So I think having it be 1 4A is better. At least it seems to be working better. When I have it working on these 1As, it's just very I'm not sure how to describe it. You haven't tried it yet. This is mind warping. I'm It has definitely been a challenge. It's like Mechanism on steroids. Um, so having worked with Mechanism, I think has helped me a little bit. Um, because of some of the mechanics in Mechanism and how those things work, going from machine to machine to machine, building on the craft, going from this machine and then it gets processed again here and then it gets processed again here. That conceptually I think has helped me, but then with the different tiers and all that, I work in the electrical industry, so I understand some of this stuff, but I work there in the accounting department, not in the field. So there's a limit to how much I know. So I'm getting there slowly, very slowly. I did blow out all of the machines, or more of the machines. So I've got 4 LV wire mills doing wire mill 1 through 4. I have found in some cases I need to have a wire mill level or with a chip 8. So those things I'm still doing by hand because I haven't made another machine yet. I have got a gazillion more machines up here now. And in fact, I've now turned the corner over here. You're a pro at Mechanism? Oh. Yes, it flickers, exactly. The machines go flicker, 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 flicker. The lights flicker in the coils, exactly. I turned the corner over here because I've got all of these MV machines, and over here I've got to the point where, like this machine here, it can't draw enough power, even though none of the other machines are active. There's so many machines on the cable. This one is having trouble drawing enough EUs to run. So I've got to rethink my power situation here and do something to get more converters and more amps into the line so that the machines down here will run as effectively as the machines that are up here. So I definitely have more work to do, but I mean, it's working, which, you know, that's the important part. And then way down here, oopsie, way down here in the corner, since I have a power line running under the floor to reach over here. So it goes down under the ground, comes down over here to power up my multi-block here. I had it pop up through the floor over here, and then I started my HV line here, and I'm going to work my way back up the wall. And so far I've only got the one chemical bath of the HV, and it's now changed colors again. So the LVs are the gray, the MVs are that light blue, the HVs are this sort of creamy white. So lots and lots and lots of machines. That is for sure. So where are we at? Let me put some things away here. What did we do? So we made stainless steel dust, which this is a combination of iron, nickel or invar, manganese, and chromium dust in an advanced mixture. So I have a mixer upstairs that processes this, and then it needs to get converted into ingots. That is being processed over here in this one. And this one requires a circuit setting of 1. It does not require any fluids, which makes me very happy because the multi-blocks and fluids and I do not get along. So since I was having this multi-block be pumped full of oxygen, which is why this one is getting automatically filled with oxygen, so that I could do the cobalite dust into arsenic trioxide dust without having to put oxygen in the recipe anymore. I haven't figured out what to do with these other ones that don't require the oxygen yet. They're sitting in here waiting for me to decide how to handle them. This one over here is just handling the hot recipes so far. So there may be some rearranging I have to do. We will see. So this took us up to this direction, where we had a lot of different things to do. We made a glass pane and a glass lens, which we already had cyan dye, but we needed to make the advanced chemical bath 2. That's our 1 HV machine. And we used that to make a glass lens, which is another one of our extruders upstairs, which we then had to make a simple SOC wafer, which we then cut into the chip. Then over here, we already have hydrogen gas from our electrolyzing of water for our oxygen. We also needed to have chlorine gas, so we manufactured that. We then needed vinyl chloride bucket with our ethylene from the prior chapter. We combine that with chlorine to get vinyl chloride. This is so much fun, right? Then we're going to get polyvinyl chloride, and then it suggests using a requester, to keep this stuff in stock. I can't get the requesters to work for the fluids properly. And I don't know if that's because of the problems I'm having with the machines. I have a requester back here for bulk items that I want to keep in stock. I have one for fluids. I've been trying different things to get to work. And then I have one here I've been trying to keep the stainless steel ingots in stock. I've been trying different quantities of that, and the system does not like it. So I don't know if it's because of the multi-block or what. So I've been trying, it just not cooperating. So, plastic circuit board. Eventually we're going to upgrade the recipe to get the coveted 8 plastic circuit boards at once. So we need to pay attention. There's an upgrade coming there. Then over here we've got chlorine and hydrogen going to become hydrochloric acid. So many fluids, so many fluids. Then we have the iron 3 chloride, where we add iron dust to what we just made. And this comes down to our plastic printed circuit board. So in our handy dandy chemical reactor, we take our plastic circuit board with copper foil and the iron 3 chloride to get a plastic printed circuit board, which is going to be the base for our microprocessor circuits. Clear as mud, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to put all of this stuff in the system. And those are the items. Then let's come over here and add all the fluids. Yay! Lots more buckets. Alright, and we'll add the empty buckets to the system. Alright, so that gets us through to here. Then over here, these quest lines are weird because you have to skip over to here, do a little bit, skip down here, do a little bit, skip over here, do a little bit, and then they'll all meet in the middle. It's kind of weird. So we have then electrotine dust. This takes me back to DDSS because I know we had electrotine back there, right? So we had to make the electrotine dust. Then we had to make it into blue alloy dust, which it used to be just electrotine ingots in DDSS. So we got that. Then here we have our capacitor, and of course this is not to be confused with the capacitors from Pneumaticraft. Can't use the same name. No, we have to use the same name in multiple mods just to confuse Cat. Okay, so we got that. Then down here we have a ferrite mixture dust. Oh, more mixers. That's a good thing I have a bunch of mixers upstairs. So then we're taking that dust and combining it with oxygen in our multi-block to get nickel, zinc, ferrite ingots. Don't say that 5 times fast. You'll just get confused. An inductor. So now we're going to make these by combining the ingots we just made with annealed copper. Sounds great. That leads us up to being able to make microprocessors almost, because we still need the advanced circuit assembler. The only MV machine that requires HV circuits to craft. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Tons and tons and tons of sense there. Okay, so there's that, and then we have more fluids, so we'll add that, and that, and that, and put the buckets away. Oops. Okay. So then we have our chips. So we've got the NAND chip. And then we have a microchip processor. Which then we have a CPU chip. Sense the theme here. The microprocessor in its final form. Oh, an HV electric pump. Nice. And then we have the microprocessor assembly. So I was like, okay, this was all relatively straightforward because of what I've done in the prior chapters and all that. It was like, okay, that wasn't bad. And since we have separated our machines out, so we don't have circuit 1 and circuit 2 happening on the same machine anymore. The crafts were cooperating fairly well with each other. Things were going pretty good. Then we get down to this last one over here, which this is, you know, your last quest in HV that's going to send you over to extreme voltage. And I'm like, great, this is super. Except this requires the clean room, which I've been hearing all about the clean room. Those are these quests down here. So you have to be able to make plascrete, which is plastic with concrete. So there's the liquid concrete bucket. We have to make clean room glass. We have to make filter casings, which is what's on the roof, which filtrates the air in the clean room and keeps it nice and pristine and clean. And then we have the clean room, which is the controller for this big multi-block. So I have made the casings, and I'm excited because the reward for this is a titanium wrench, with the duration on that wrench is faboo. And I'm going to put that in a very, very safe place and get the reward for that. And then I have, can't spell. There is 100 clean room glass. So let me show you what I've gotten done here so far. I have cleared out this room here. And this is what I have so far for my clean room. So as you can see, I have got doors on all 4 walls, because you're allowed to have doors. And then I have the filters up on the ceiling. And then that is the controller sitting there right smack in the middle. And then my understanding is that the borders of this multi-block all have to be the plascrete. So I outlined the ceiling in the plascrete. And then I have outlined the walls in the plascrete. And I am slowly filling in the floor in plascrete. This is an 11 by 11. It is not quite the biggest you can make. It is just 2 sizes smaller. I was contained a little bit by, well, JC, I have a problem in that there is a ceiling. And the ceiling, this room does not match the dimensions of the floors above it. And so otherwise, yeah, well, you know, I know District doesn't believe in roofs. And I would have been fine if it was actually the roof up above, but it's the 3rd floor. And I couldn't have this just go into the 3rd floor. And this didn't fit dimensionally this way or this way, because the room is not quite 15 by 15. I could have maybe done a 13 by 13. I could have maybe squeezed that in there, like left to right, but I couldn't get it up to down. So I'm like, okay, let's come down a little bit. I do have additional filters already made. So I already have a stack and a third of additional casings, so that if something goes horribly wrong and I need to expand this, I can take it back 2 more. And then we would just have to take it up to the room above. We would have to. But that would be a lot more plascrete and glass we'd have to make. And I'm having the worst time making this glass and the plascrete. Now, on the plus side, this plascrete is a seamless glass. which I'm liking that. So that's pretty cool. On the back here, I'm going to use this extra space in the back to put my interaction blocks. So it says back here that I need an energy hatch and a maintenance hatch. So I'm going to put those back here on the back wall. So I'm going to do like this. I'm going to leave this for here. I think I'm going to put like one on either side of the door maybe. I haven't exactly decided yet. I'm still trying to decide exactly what this is all going to look like. I'm going to put a button. Hit a button. And then we need I'm gonna do button here. That puts you in here, and then if we put that Alright, so that would be then how you get out. So once I get the rest of this populated, we can put down the rest of the pressure plates, and yeah. It's colder here. It's colder there than it is here. That's just wrong. Like, that's beyond wrong. You're down to 59? That's freezing. I mean, for you. Yeah. Now, I will say, it was a very nice day here, but because of that, the basement is cold. So I personally feel like I am freezing. I've got my blanket on my lap. I've had a blanket thrown over my shoulders today. It's been, yeah. Okay, so the plan is to fill in glass all the way up to the ceiling on all four walls. And then I have to put in the energy hatch and the maintenance hatch on this back wall. And then I think, emphasis on I think, I'll have covered everything. It says you don't need pass-through hatches if you can figure out wireless transfer. I have wireless transfer for my refined storage system. And I should be able to put an energy transfer thing attached to the energy hatch right on the outside. So that piece I think I'm good on. So we should be able to have the energy hatch fine. I won't have any generators. And then, like I said, I don't need to use diodes if I use energy converters because I'm using energy converters. So in theory, that should be fine. And this would actually give me like a lot of room for machines. And right now I'm only going to have one to start. And I can put the network receiver like way up here high in the room. And so I could have like 2 banks of machines. Like I could have one up here and another one on the floor. Theoretically. So that's assuming I can get the multi-block to form and be clean. So that's where I'm at on Gregtech. So the problem I'm having is it takes my system a really long time to make all of that glass. It's not a quick process. So to make like, turn my jetpack off. So to make another 100 of the clean room. So yeah, right now I can't because I don't have enough water. And I need more of the steel frames. That's fine. We can fix that. Hang on. We just need to make a bunch more of these. And remember, where did I put my other wrench? It should be in here. Or in one of these. Alright, so now I'm missing the water. Which, that's weird. Why? Because I've got 128 things of water. Actually, I have 193 of water. I got lots of water. I have all the water. Alright, so can I do 50? Okay. So I can do 50 at a time right now. As far as my various fluids are, I run into problems because this one machine, not here, this one. So this one machine makes the sulfur dioxide, the sulfur trioxide, and the sulfuric acid, and sometimes it gets too many inputs stuck in the machine and I have to get it unstuck. So I'm like, sometimes it ends up with 2 of the 3 inputs are in here and I have to manually put in something to get it moving again. So either it's already gotten the first 6 done with what it already had in stock. And I'm going through brown mushrooms like there's no tomorrow. Because I'm using that to make my biochaff. Turtle DNA is here. Excellent. So we'll be able to get those turtle seeds taken care of. Lovely. So that's where we are at with Gregtech, is working on that. Artifacts. Did get another one of these done. The obsidian skull was found. So getting closer to the find all the things on artifacts. Eidolon repraised. This was a whole lot of stuff we've already done in previous mod packs, so I got that one knocked out and that chapter is complete. That would make 22? I think 22. And then in Cataclysm, Grench and I went and visited our friend the Ignis. You didn't miss much. I promise you. You didn't miss much. So, for this one, we came up with a strategy. And it was a good strategy, but it was really boring. I mean, really, really boring. So, I promise you, you didn't miss anything at all by us not doing this on stream. So, we have a burning arena on a waystone, and Grinch actually got a loot pinata on the little sub-boss that you battle to get the burning ashes from. He got a loot pinata, so we have a ton of the burning ashes, and you can see the destruction we left behind. Oh, it's still here. So I took up a position up here, and Grinch was down there, and he used the burning ashes on the altar in the middle, summoning our friend the Ignis, and then he stood over on this side, I was up here, and we shot it to death forever. I kid you not. It took an eternity of shooting this thing to get it to die. It was so boring. Seriously boring. Because if we tried to do anything in physical combat with it, when it would hit us, it would use that damage to heal itself, and we were making absolutely no progress. So by taking it down via missile weapons, we could do damage, and he did far less damage on us to heal himself. So it was a great strategy, but so boring. So we took care of him, and I promise you, you did not miss a thing. We took care of the blocks of raw gold that were here and the ancient debris that was underneath them, because, you know, loots, we do love the loots. And hopefully that, you know, marks that this one has been done. But we left the waystone here because if for some reason we find we need more of the ignitium ingots, we have plenty of burning ashes that we can come back and do more. So, whoopsie. Just in case we need more, we would be prepared. Oops. Add that to the disc collection. So that's where we're at with Cataclysm. We've got all of the little sub-bosses here, or sub-mobs done here, except for the Amethyst Crab. And then, since we already have located all of these, Grinch said you might as well take care of making of all of the eyes, if you can. And I'm like, that's probably a really good point. So, can we make the Eye of Mech? Yep. And then Eye of Void. I would hope these are going to be really easy crafts. So we either stumbled on these locations naturally, like literally walked around the corner and oh, there they are, or Grinch found them with his structure compass. Okay, JC. Eye of Monstrous. Ooh. I am out of netherite scrap. max these crafts out of here. Eye of Abyss. Boom, boom, boom. And Eye of Desert. Desert, not dessert. Okay, so that takes care of all of those. And looks like we get different types of potions for our rewards for all of them. Awesome. So we'll put all of this stuff in the system. Lovely. So that takes care of all of those. Grinch and I discussed, I think we'll take care of the netherite monstrosity off system as well, because that's something we've done in previous mod packs. But once we think we're ready, we'll do the Harbinger and the Leviathan on stream, since that's something we've not done on stream together. But we want to beef up ourselves a little bit more, because these are hefty boys. 15,000 hearts on that one. And then this one is 12,000 hearts. So it's like, yikes. Those are not little boys. Okay, so that takes us to blood magic. So I ended up needing blood magic to finish Eidolon, because I needed the alchemy table. So I figured, well, if I'm working on blood magic, I might as well just keep working on blood magic. So I went ahead and got started on it, and I got all the way down to the blood magic dungeons. And I'm like, oh, no, we should probably do those on stream when Grinch is with us, because that way we'll get double the rewards, and, you know, that just makes sense. So I needed an interesting place to put the, blood magic, stuff. So, you know, the theme of our base is recycled buildings. And of course we have our lighthouse that looks like a boot. And over here we have our other lighthouse, which now looks like a helmet, because I built the blood magic altar on top of the roof. And it's going to get, of course, more added to it, because it's only a tier 3 right now, and it's going to get more added. But it's a very funky silhouette. And what's really nice about it is, you know, you're having to go through the various pieces, and you have your sentient sword, and you need to take out mobs to get will, and I've got naturally spawning mobs right here, because just hanging out here, I get these guys. Hi! You missed me. And I can build up my alignment while I'm doing it. Win-win. Where did the other guy go? No, you are a bluebird. You're adorable and cute. Yes, you are. And you are definitely not an enemy. Where did the other bad guy go? I thought I saw another bad guy. Huh. I don't see him now. Anyway, so we have our wither cage over here, is where we've been doing wither battles to get us our initial nether stars. And so I just decided this makes perfect sense. We're going to put blood magic on top of the lighthouse. So the altar is on top. We've got the incense altar underneath, so that I get bonuses when I have to do the stabby stabs to fill it up. And then in what is the roof, of the lighthouse is where I'm putting the various tables and things. I moved the barrels up from downstairs so that I have some storage on site for things as I need them. I enchanted my arcane ashes with Unbreaking 3. So I've made all of these sigils and all of these other things, and so far it's only used 1 durability. I will make these arcane ashes last as long as possible. So, oh, hello. Oh, I have my stuff in here. So my sigil here. Show you that I currently have 53,893 LP in my network. I currently have a tier 3 altar. There's 3,300 LP in the system with a capacity of 26,000. You can see it's not currently active. And I just have some capacity runes. It's a placement rune, a speed rune, a sacrifice, and a self-sacrifice rune, and then some more capacity runes. That's as far as I've gotten as far as the runic upgrades. But I didn't do any of the turn-ins yet, so we'll hopefully get some good things as we go along here. Or not. That was weird. Okay. That's funny. Where did I get... There are quests for the furnaces? Oh, so there are. Look at that. We hadn't done the golden one yet. So I got the golden furnace as a quest reward just now, which now gives us credit for the diamond and the emerald, which we already had. Which is funny. We still haven't done the silver. And we still have crystal. But see, obsidian and netherite we've already done. We just need to do the crystal, and then we'll get credit for that one. Hilarious. Too funny. Okay, so we'll just put these upgrades in here. Put that in there. I've got some good books. Okay. Well, that was funny. That first quest, and we ended up getting more quest rewards. That's the Kumidori move if I ever saw one. Then, of course, we have our snares and getting demonic will started. Some blank runes. We'll always need blank runes. We have making slates. Slates in this pack start with just regular stone, which is very nice. Ooh, a rune of self-sacrifice. Oh, heck yeah, we'll take that. Let's start you here. Where's my pickaxe here? Oh, no, come back here. There we go. Alright. And let me guess, we're gonna have our friends the Phantom show up. Our soul snares. Another room of capacity. Nice! Hopefully between me and Grinch, we're gonna get a bunch of runes for rewards. Which will get us some upgrades on our altar. That would be awesome. Then we get the sword. Another rune of self-sacrifice. Awesome. There we go. And then we have the alchemy table. cooked chicken. I'll put that right in there. I've eaten so much bread today. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh. It's a good thing we had a ton of bread in the system because I went through a ton of it. Another rune of self-sacrifice. Oh, this is great. Come here. In you go. Alright, and water sigil. And there's our friends the phantoms. I knew it. Hang on. Put the will in here. Where is my sleeping bag so I don't have to run back home? And of course now I can't find it. There it is. Okay, here we go. Find it. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Come down here. Lovely. And picked it up. Excellent. Okay. Now they can all go away. Go away. All go away. Go away. Go away. Goodbye. Okay. So then upgraded it to a tier 2. Making altar upgrades. And dagger of sacrifice for sacrificing others rather than myself. That got us iron sight, some eggs, some redstone. Lovely. Okay, so then we have reinforced slate, which is the next tier of slate. More blank runes. Love it. Then we got the rune of sacrifice. Oh, another rune of self-sacrifice. Oh, this is great. Dang it. I'm going to have a whole side of those off of quest rewards. That's awesome. A blank slate. And more soul snares. Okay. And then we have the tier 2 sigils. I made the seer sigil because that is just what makes sense so I can see the status of my network. Then upgrade it to tier 3. And viewed slates. Go down here. I'll be able to add those ills to my common gem. That one's full. This one here still has room. So let's pull these out, and I just need to throw them on the ground and walk on them, and they will get absorbed by my gem. Assuming I don't have something turned on, which I did. At least I remembered it quickly. Okay. They're just little bitty wells, but they'll add up. And I can put the sentient sword there as well. And we can add that. We can add that. And put that there. And I can put this there. And I can put these there. I shouldn't need those anymore. And I won't need that and that for the moment. And that is, no, that's number 3. That one's number 2. Okay. Then we have displacement rune and the runic capacity and my magician's blood orb. And then I made the living armor. And then down here we have the tier 3 sigils. A couple more there. Like tier 1 rituals. And the alchemical reaction chamber. Reinforced slate. Add those there. Add those there. Okay, and then the ritual diviner. That is what controls our ability to do rituals. Okay, I'll drop that and drop that. Gonna have that gem filled up pretty quickly once I add Grinches. That gets us to here, where I had to break for dinner, which worked out just perfectly because I did the ritual for the edge of the hidden realm, which of course takes us to the demon. Oh, guys, really miss me that much. There. There. The edge of the hidden realm, which of course will take us to the demon realm and get us some goodies. Now that is assuming, of course, we can get iron keys in the chest in the first room to open up the 4 doors. And of course we know over here goes to the full demon realm and the fun and shenanigans that happens over there. Welcome back, JC. So, hopefully we're going to get good rooms with lots of loot. I'm hoping we get rooms with lots of good loot. So, I have full hit points, I have my sword, I have backpacks for looting and grabbing lots and lots of goodies. I should probably get a different pickaxe because if I need to break spawners, I will want one that has a little more oomph than this one, which is on the verge of dying. Okay, so I've got that. Grinch, are you ready to go to the demon realm and do some looting? Oh, you're still unloading. Okay. Do I have anything that needs unloading? Let's see. Why, yes, I do. Because you are not food. Food backpack is now good. B backpack is looking fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. Oh, that one is not fine. That one is not even close to being fine. Where did I loot all of that from? I have absolutely no idea where I looted all that stuff from. Well, that goes in there. Oh, I should have kept the bread. Oh! Why, yes, I can totally find a home for that. How did you find one of those? You brought me a Sheba! Hello, little Sheba. Has it been tamed, or is it needing to be tamed? It's for me! Yay! Oh, kitty, 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 kitty. Doggy. Not doggy. Is there a reason why we have 1,000,000 bones in the system? Hello! Hello! Who's a good boy? You are a good boy. You're so cute. You are adorable. You are just the cutest thing. 1,000,000 bones. 1,000,000 bones. Oh my goodness gracious. That is a lot of bones. Why couldn't we use compressed bones for something? Goodness gracious. You found the ritual thingy in the dirt-filled hollow tree that stands over the top of a wolf pack den hill. POI. Oh, interesting. Well, that must definitely have something to do with Ars Nouveau. Squishy! Hello, Squishy! How are you doing, sir? Alright, bulk, bulk, bulk. Bulk, bulk, bulk. Okay. Put that away there. And that goes back over here. I think I am like halfway to a clean room? Question mark. It's taking forever for the components to craft. Gonna get rid of that bow. And the rest of that is okay. And bundle in here. Okay, that looks better. I'm going with an 11 by 11 because that's what fits in the space. You gotta take the kids to another birthday party in a little over an hour, and you need your buffers to stock up, and then you saw that I was streaming. Aww, that's nice. We are just gonna head over to the demon dimension, but let me show Squishy my clean room real quick, and then we'll go while he's here. So I've got glass. I've got glass like a third of the way up the wall. I have the filters all up, filling up the ceiling with the controller thingy in the top. And then I've left space on the back to put the maintenance hatch and the energy hatch. Which I think that's everything. I think. Because I can run a wireless connection to my refined storage system inside of the box and plug it like on the side of the wall, like up here. And then that will cover like 2 rows of machines, one around the middle of the room up here and then one down here. And then the energy acceptor can go on the wall back here to feed energy into here, and then the energy can go like around here and then up and around there. So I think, conceptually anyway, I think I have what I need. It's just really, really slow in crafting the pieces for the floor and the glass. So like we started a craft for 50, it still has 34 left to go. So it's only managed to do 16 while we were gone. And part of that's because the electrolyzer is so slow for processing oxygen. So very slow. It takes forever. So I believe right now that's what it's waiting on is oxygen to kickstart the rest of all of these crafts is the oxygen. So if I can speed up my oxygen production, that will help. Yes, the energy hatch and the maintenance hatch will be the 2 things on the back wall. Is my current plan. We have a Shiba now. I'm so happy. Okay. Oopsie. Alright, so I have looting bags, and now we have our... Oh, I've gotta name it. Okay, got a name. Took me a second, I got one. Don't need all the name tags, I just need one. Come on. Hello? Boom. Delicious. Okay. Dog has been named, and now we have our blood magic altar precariously perched on top of this lighthouse, because that's what we do now as we incorporate lighthouses into everything. Just to be silly. And we now have our first of the 2 blood magic dungeons ready to enter and see what happens. And hopefully nothing weird. Well, Grinch just jumped right in there. Oof. Alright, whoop. Take my thing off here. Alright, so get out of the water. Alright, so we've got... Boom. Alright, so I have 2 keys. I also have night vision. And you got 1. So we are 1 key short. Alright, so well, if you hold that thought, I can go back and make a Well, never mind. Alright, I don't remember where is the spawner is in the roof. That is right. What is with the purple goo? That's new. You didn't used to shed purple goo. Alright, so we've got our tau fruit. Where else? We got a chest back here. And that would be everything of consequence here. And this is Grinch flying around and seeing if there's nothing out there. Alright. Which way do you want to go now? This one over here? Okie dokie. Oh! Same room. Okay, just regular tau fruit for me there. Saturated tau. Nice. Dump all the stuff in the backpack, because otherwise I will get full very quickly. And that. Okay. That's everything in that room. Alright, we need a library or a farmer's room that has the ritual stones in it. Either one of those would be lovely. Seriously. 3 of the same room. Like, what the hell? What kind of luck is that? Dude! Your attacks have gotten cooler. Alright. Give me 1 second. I gotta go craft that 4th key. Should be able to do with this in here. And then iron key. Which is the sanctified X on your sword. Could be. Could be. Okay, it is an imbued slate with 2 iron ingots and a block of redstone. So we need an imbued slate. We need 2 iron ingots. Dude. And we need redstone. Block of redstone. And we go boom, 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 and And I put this in the wrong table. I need this in this. Boom, 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 and boom. You had to scale up your chlorine and hydrogen production yesterday. Interesting. Alright, there is the key. Put these away. Got my key. Alright, back in here, our one door that's left. Oop, dink. Alright, one door left, and boom. I don't recognize this room, actually. No, wait, it's the mining room. Okay. I don't think I've seen this one that often, so threw me for a loop. Oh, look what I found. I knew there had to be a spawner in here. Well, dang. Okay, that kind of sucks because we did not get a farm room that would have replenished our ritual stones, nor did we get the loot crazy I mean, we got what we needed to get, which that's the important thing. We got oh, duh, look at that. There's an iron key in the quest rewards. I didn't need to make one. Duh. There's our tau fruit and the saturated tau. So now I'll be able to advance, upgrade the altar. I don't think I'll be able to get the next tier of dungeon done tonight because if my memory serves me right, that one takes like $100,000 LP. It's like a crazy amount. That part I do remember. Boop, boop. I got a rune of sacrifice, so we can. Alright, so we didn't quite get this all in self-sacrifice. We did get an entire row filled in, so that is nice. Okay, so let's figure this out. So we definitely have a demon will filled up with our sentient sword. I did take care of that. What am I doing for my chlorine production? Do I remember? I'm processing salt for my chlorine. Which I've got a bajillion units of hydrogen. I've got hydrogen for days right now. So, if the game wants to give me something to use my hydrogen on, that would be lovely, because I'm stockpiling it really bad right now. Alright, so let's get all of this put away. We got our... Grinch got the saturated tau. I did not, but that's okay. The important thing is we got it. Alright, so the weak blood shard. Yeah, all that's in the system. Great. Okay, so to make this, I'm gonna need... Oops. You in there. And this is going to be imbued slate, which I have one of you. Alright, so then we're going to have iron ingot, shears, and stone. Iron ingot. Oh. Iron ingot. Oopsie, not that one. Stop. There. Iron ingot. Shears. Can't spell. Stone. Alright, so do this, and we're going to put one of these, one of these, and one of these. And that's going to make me one of these. Now, we learned in Ragnamod that enchanting these to try and make them last longer, the system did not like that much. And, oh dear! It apparently does not like that very much either. Great! So we need the weak blood shard next. So that is going to be the saturated tau through the ARC. How much saturated tau do we have? So saturated, we have 4. Exactly 4. Okay, so that got me 1. Which I only need 1 plus stone. 1 plus stone gets me 8 large bloodstone brick. Which is boom, boom, and boom. Oh, look at that. We got another glyph. Area of effect glyph. Nice. Okay. So we can put these in there. Now, back to blood magic. For tier 4, I do not like the way this has done this at all. So here, it wanted 8 blank runes. Okay, fine. So here, it wanted 28, which is the 8 you started with and 20 more blank ones, instead of just the 20 more blank ones you needed for the upgrade. So now it's wanting 48 blank runes. What? Why do I need 48 blank runes for the quest reward? This makes no sense. Okay, so Squishy started with the salt for the chlorine as well, and now you're supplementing chlorine with saltwater electrolysis. That makes sense. Once you get into petrochem, you need a lot of hydrogen for cleaning sulfuric fluids. Once you get into petrochemistry, you will need a lot of hydrogen for cleaning the sulfuric fluids. Okay, that makes sense. Plus you're hydrocracking one of the byproducts from your raw oil distillation. Okay, so you had the same visual glitch on yours. Okay, so it's not just me. That makes me feel better. So 7 times 4 is 28. 28 plus 20 is 48. So that's where they're coming up with the 48. So this number makes like absolutely no flippin' sense for the quest reward. Like, at all. And that's like a lot of blank runes to have to make. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot. We can do it. It's just gonna be a lot of work. Alright, where is my little pokey dagger? Alright, there's more of these. I can put those away in there. I have too much stuff, and I can't remember where any of it is. There it is. Okay. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to head up top here. Alright. So now we're going to go poke. We're up to 28,000 on our capacity. Alright, and we need blank slates. Make blank runes. And wait a minute. I come down here and get my weak blood orb, because I can use that to do this crafting. Alright, here. So, recipe here. Oh. There we go. Recipe here. And we'll put you in the middle here. That. Alright, so there's 3 more. Because, I mean, I obviously do not want to take apart my blood altar to get the blank runes for fulfilling this quest reward. Duh, that does not make any sense. So instead, I'm going to make a whole lot of extra blank runes that I don't need for building this tier. But I'm going to have a bunch of blank runes extra for doing other stuff with, which is fine. We can make that work. Let me move that over here. All right. So I believe Creighton. Oh, BYU's upsetting Wisconsin. What? They're up 10 with 6 minutes left. Houston's up 9 on Gonzaga with 9 minutes left. And Tennessee is just getting underway here with UCLA. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I should go over to the BYU. That's Gonzaga Houston. Well, what channel is that game on? Oh, of course, it won't let me go back over to that game. Sure, it won't. Oh, and then I just let this sit for too long and got the wrong kind of... Okay. Downside of trying to multitask. That's okay. Fortunately, they put the scores at the top of the screen so I can keep an eye on it here. Oh man, BYU upsetting Wisconsin. I think that's going to mess up my bracket a little bit. Not that I had Wisconsin going like super deep into the tournament, but I don't want to fall too far behind the leader either. I know I had Houston winning in that Gonzaga game, so that's got 8 minutes left. I like having that little block underneath so that I only have to stab myself once with the dagger instead of doing it multiple times, because there's less chance of me pulling a shifter and accidentally killing myself. And if I wanted to, I could build the little garden down underneath there as well and increase my bonuses, which would look, even more ridiculous, seeing as how the altar is being suspended in the air up at the top of this lighthouse. But we'll see how that works out. Okay, so I'm going to go here, recipe here, and put this in there, and then put this in there, and do this, and this. Okay, so we're up to 42, and the quest wants 48, so I need 6 more. We're gonna need 1 more of the stabs. And Squishy, thank you so much for using your Prime on little me. I do appreciate it so much. That is so kind of you. Although I think we had like over 50,000 in the network, so maybe it only would take like 3 or 4 stabs to get it back up to full. Well, maybe. All right, let's go back down here and grab grab you and put you in there to keep filling the network. And do that. Do this recipe here. Put you in there. Orb. Pull you in there. Okay. Upgrading to tier 4. Okay, so we're going to go down 1, out 2, put 7 runes. It says blood runes, but it's actually blank runes. They're making a pyramid. Then we want to create pillars in each of the corners, starting above the new ring of runes. These pillars are 5 tall, with the pillar cap being made of bloodstone bricks or large bloodstone bricks. Alright, so like this. So here. Bloodstone brick. Like that. Okay, so that gives us that. And then that. And then let's do that so that this can keep filling. Alright, so then this comes... Oop, HV. Alright, so this comes... down 1, out 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be right. And then we'll do this. We can down 1, out 1. Down 1, out 2. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick these up. Oop, come on. No, not so far. Alright. Okay. Here we got down 1, out 2. And I know we've got extras. Alright. Then we need the stone bricks. We have over 2,000 stone bricks in the system. That's insane. So, like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that doesn't make sense. Oh, no, over here. Here. Ah! You missed. Come back. Should be a little higher, right? I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 on top. Doom, doom, doom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 on top. Boom. Come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 on top. Okay, so then we should go down, grab our sigil. 4. Excellent. All right, tier 4 done. And we can grab that reward and put those away in there. And put that away, that away, that away, that away, and put that away in there. Okay, so then we have the demonic slate. That's going to be a tier 4, which we now have, and I put an imbued slate in for 15,000. Come up here. We can take you out, do that to fill it up. Oh, it didn't fill up because my health didn't fill up because I'm out of food again. Food. What other food do we have in the system we can use to feed me faster than bread? A little bit of toast. I'm thinking I might need to, because it does get a little hard to control. Options, controls, keybinds. Comma and period. There, I've got it down to 80. I'll see if that will make it a little better to control. Good suggestion. 60 for at the base and 80 for when I'm traveling. So maybe I'll take it down to 60. That does seem like it will give a little bit better control. I will give that a try. Thank you for the suggestion, sir. Oh, what else might we have of food? That's not an option. Let's see. Something raw I haven't eaten yet that would be... No, these are all light snacks. Okay, let's try cooked. Something I haven't... Oh, cooked calamari. Haven't eaten that yet. Cooked lizard tail. Haven't eaten that yet. Cooked chevron. Haven't eaten that yet. Cooked shrimp. Haven't eaten that yet. Let's just help ourselves to some of this other food. And put this at the front of the list. That'll work us towards getting another heart. Once they get filled up, you'll notice my hearts are almost filled up of the red. I did finally find a village that has the little statues in it, so I could do my submission of the little pearls and get my maximum bonus hearts and bonus stamina. All these hours of gameplay, I had not found a village that had those in it yet. Well, correction. We had had that village on the list of waypoints for ages now. I just didn't realize that that village had the little statues. Grinch had the statues in our system. He actually brought the statues home and put them in the system. Now, whether they would still work if we set the statues up at our base, I have no idea. He knew the statues were important, so he brought them home. So I might decorate with them later. Could be fun. Wisconsin has cut it down to a 5-point game with 1:12 left. Stupid Spectrum app. I can't go back and change the channel to watch the end of that game. And of course now it takes a commercial break where I can't see it. So you can see I am 1.5 points from having the red hearts filled. So I'm now cycling through the colors for my second time. Yes! I think Grinch is already well on his way towards working through his second color, but I'll take it. Smoked carrot beef? Alright, smoked. That's another word. Good. Smoked. Oh, there's 565. We'll take a bunch of that too. Boom and boom. Thank you. More food. More food is good. You would take the... Oh, not Destiny. What are they called? Oh, now I gotta remember what they're called. Not Destiny. Not Divine. What are they called? Those little orbs. Oh, these. Spirit orbs. You offer her spirit orbs, and she will give you, I believe, 10 additional hearts, as well as 10 additional stamina, which I'm not sure if what that counts towards. If that... Oh, there you go. Alright. Boom. Hey, an iron key. Oh my god, another wind generator. Seriously? How many? Okay. I don't believe I crafted any of these. These are just from our quest rewards from the 3 of us. There you go. This is insane. Alright, so put another one down here. Let's see, you're number 12. And then we need a plug here. And you're going to be wind generator number 13. The goddess statues can be moved. You just use the one that you put out on the deck. Well, that's good to know. Alright, we are just wind turbining away. So, I mean, every single one of these is maxed out. I've got like 2 big time power sources and those wind generators. Oh my gosh, it's now a 2-point game. BYU still up by 2 with 30 seconds left. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay, so now the Master Orb. I need a capacity of 40,000, and I need another weak blood shard. So that would be... another one of these. in here. Oops. In here. I do have the possibility of getting 2. Oh, only 1. Okay, so I've got the weak blood shard. But now this, I need a capacity of 40. Capacity right now is 24. I think that's right. No, 26. 28. So capacity is 28, and it needs to be 40. So that's 12. I need 6 more runes of capacity. Okay. We can do that. Oh, we should also see Grinch probably got some more runes. Oh yeah. Speed runes, runes of self-sacrifice, and a rune of sacrifice. Okay. He put them all in the system just 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. Perfect. Okay, so let's come over here and we'll do two speed runes. Okay. And then we've got 3 runes of self-sacrifice, so it's going to be that, and I need to go down. There's 1. There's 2. Oh my goodness, look at all the friends. Why is there suddenly so many friends? Too many friends. I was going to let the llama kill him. Llama had it completely under control. Had so many friends. Okay. What else we have? We have 1 rune of self-sacrifice. So let's see. These 3 are full. So we should probably put this one in the middle over here. Go down. That game's going to end on commercial break. I'm not going to know what happened. Okay. And that was there. Sitting on 2 iron keys right now, which is great. Alright. So I'm now at full hit points and can now do... Oop. That fills it up. Nice. Okay. So now we need to do... Nope, not that. Rune of capacity. Here I need imbued slate. Alright, so we've got imbued slate, reinforced slate. Come out here. Come on. Come out. Up. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do reinforced slate. We need to upgrade those to be imbued slate. I think BYU held on. I think. Oh, Tennessee surged ahead to 7 at the half. Could you move one villager into the system I can get to from a distance? Oh, I got distracted and made a demonic slate instead. Dang it. Alright, demonic slate. We're going to use them eventually anyway. Move a villager into bulk storage. Well, that is an interesting request. Okay. Thinking. I have a baby villager. I have. Oh, there's one villager here. Okay. Here. And put villager in bulk storage. There you go. HV. Not a problem. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. Oh, back up. Back up. Okay, reinforced slate is 5,000, and I have enough, so we're gonna go there. I need to watch for the poof that tells me it's done so I can pull it out. There's the poof. Alright, so then I'm gonna do a... some stone out. There's that. You in there. Use that. Okay. So we do this, and we do this, this, and we do this there, and we do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then I should be able to do back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and that takes us up to 36. I just need 2 more. 2 more. But now I have to start all the way from the beginning. We're going to imbued slate. Oh, I'm now in 3rd place in our team competition. Two of the guys are tied for first, 10 points ahead of me. Interesting. So the guy who's been leading has fallen back. And the guy who was in 3rd has now come up to take the lead. And I'm now 10 points behind them. Oh, and somebody who has been trailing is now only 10 points behind me. Eek. I could really use some of these games to go in my favor now. That would be great. Yep, BYU hung on and pulled the upset, 91 to 89. Ugh! Drat. Houston is only up by 4 with 38 seconds left. Oh snap. Houston, what are you doing? Okay, here's 2 more rooms of capacity. So level 2 is now all filled up. So I'm now ready to start filling the next level. Right, okay. So we're going to do you and you. Grab those. All right. 40,000 is now the capacity. I'm gonna go ahead and drain it. Oh no, now it's a 3-point game. Now it's a 2-point game with 21 seconds left. Oh snap. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was able to get my phone turned over to the end of this game so I can watch the last 21 seconds of that one. Okay, I've got my hearts back up to full, so let's see, can I fill the 40,000? Oh wait, I should get the weak blood shard, so if I can put it in right away. Hang on. Let me grab the weak blood shard. No, not that one. This one. Oopsie daisy. Alright. Oh gosh, now it's a 1-point game. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, here we go. Boom. 40,000. Boom. Oh my gosh. 1-point game with 14 seconds left to go. Oh, this is crazy. I'm just gonna give it a little extra. I mean, Gonzaga's gonna have a chance to force overtime. Or if he misses a free throw, win the game even. This is crazy. Houston has been so dominant all year long. Everybody said the Houston-Gonzaga game was going to come down to the wire, and they were right, because this is a matchup of two really even teams. Oh my gosh. Okay, 3-point game. Oh no. Oh no! He turned it over. Oh, the Gonzaga guy turned it over. Oh, man. I mean, good for my bracket, bad for Gonzaga. Or blank runes. Alright. So, tier 2 ritual, here's where we get the dusk version for the rituals. This is going to be where I put in a block of coal. I just need 2,000, which I have plenty in there for that. Made the free throws, so this is going to be game over. Whew! Houston, hang on. Alright, so now the Ritual Diviner, I need 2 of those with the Ritual Diviner and 2 Demonic Slates. Okay. Got it. So I'm going to have coal. Back in there. And then that in there. That in there. 2 Demonic Slates, which I told you we'd be needing them, and I was right. And there is that. So then I say use, and put that in the middle. There is the Ritual Diviner Dusk. Okay, so that now gives us the expanded list of rituals that we can do. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do this. Now it can start filling our thing up. Alright, so that goes boom, boom. Okay. So now the pathway to the Endless Realm gives you access to the proper Demon Realm. And this is the only place where we can find Demonite ore, which is necessary for the Tier 5 altar. There's also a ton of rare loot, so be sure to keep your eye out for the intricate Hellforge parts. Okay. Which we're going to need that to get to the Tier 5 altar, which is going to allow us to make the ethereal slate. Where did my quest book go? was weird. Okay, so it's pathway to the endless realm. Take that out. Down here. And put you in there. Book is here. Alright, so we'll do here. Pathway to the endless realm. This one. So this is the one that's going to take 150,000 LP and 69 runes. Yeah. We aren't going to get there, I don't think, tonight. That's a lot of runes. And I don't have any. I don't believe ritual stones. Oh, I have 4. I mean, that's a lot of reinforced slate. Which, I mean, with my capacity increase, I can get there faster for sure. But, well, I'm only 50,000 short now. It would really only take 2 fill-ups, and I'd have enough for the activation. But it is 10 o'clock. Thinking that it's probably more than I want to try and do at 10 o'clock at night. We know the routine there, though. Go mine things. And then we can use the loot we get there to do the reinforced version of all 5 of those. We've only got these 4 here left to do. And then the demon realm, and we'll have blood magic done. Another chapter. Ka-ching! How are we doing on those walls? Only 34 of the 50 are done. I'm wondering if it's stuck again. Wish I knew why it got stuck. See if we can knock these 4 out. Oop. Oh, I already have stone. Alright. Not there. Okay, so acceleration runes uses a speed rune. Which uses 2 blank slates. Okay. And then this one uses a rune of capacity with another demonic. And then this one is 2 more sigils. Alright, so Houston hangs on. That takes us back over to UCLA, Tennessee. Alright, so where am I at now? So Houston hung on. Still sitting in third, but I have a 20-point lead over my nearest competitor in fourth, and I'm only 10 points behind the leaders. That's not bad. Alright. So, let's see. First one of these is the charging room. Oh, I forgot to grab a... Boom, boom, boom. Still have food, we're good there. Where am I putting on over here? Okay. Alright, here's an imbued slate. Waiting for my hearts to get full here. Alright, we can get that reward. Oh, this experience. This uses a runic capacity, which uses an imbued slate, which is what I have here. So we should be able to do the rune of capacity here, here, here. Now I want to augment that, so we're going to do this and put this in here and work on the demonic slate, which is the rune of augmented capacity. Yes, okay, so. Do, 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 do. Alright. While that's going, I gotta check something on Twitter. Okay. It is challenging when you keep following so many sports. There's just too much to keep track of. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, so the capacity right now is 40,000. Putting in one rune of augmented capacity. And now the capacity is 43,000. So we managed to get 3,000 instead of only 2 by using the augmented rune of capacity. Sweet. Alrighty then. And we get rewarded for that. Okay, acceleration rune. Acceleration rune. One more demonic slate. Alright. Take that. Acceleration rune. Oh, wait. I need a speed rune first. That requires 2 blank slates. We're gonna get... Come on. Okay. Now we do this, this, this. There's the speed rune. Now we can do this, this, put this in there. Come on. There is the acceleration rune. Alright. That takes care of that one. Boom. Alright, so now the teleposition sigil is a teleposer. Alright, so I'm going to need a couple of those. There's going to be ender pearls in here. Boom, boom. Oh, looks like we have a bunch of friends again. Go take care of our friends. Hello, friends. managed to keep shooting after I... Oh, because there was one hiding on the beach. Okay. Yep. No, not up the... There we go. Upsy daisy. Okay. So now we've got this, 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 this. Teleposer. I need 2 of these. Do this. Another one in there. There's 2 of those. Alright, so we're going to put that in the alchemy table with gold, ender pearl, and chorus fruit. In the alchemy table, one of those with gold, ender pearl, and chorus fruit. Okay. And I need our arcane ashes. I put arcane ashes down. Put that down. And then, oh. I forgot the demonic slate. Hang on. So today was the NCAA Wrestling Championships. And Nebraska ended up with a runner-up and 2 champions. And finished as the national runner-up to Penn State, which was an incredible accomplishment. First titles in a really long time. And we got 2 of them. Last time we had a champion was Jordan Burroughs, who went on to become an Olympian. So, it's pretty cool. And our coach was named Coach of the Year. That's pretty exciting. Okay, so the Sigil of Suppression is going to be the Void Sigil, gold, and a bucket. The Void Sigil I haven't made yet, so we need to look at how to make a Void Sigil. This is going to be a Void with reinforced slate. Bucket, gunpowder, 2-string. Bucket. Gunpowder. Alright, so I'll put you in here. Gunpowder, bucket, and 2-string. Gives us that. Take that out, and then we are going to need a reinforced slate. Okay, come down here. Alright, so we do ashes, reagent, slate. Okay, then come over here, we put you in here, and we put the teleposer, the void reagent, this, and what was the fourth thing? The bucket. Bucket. Alright. Today I had to follow Nebraska baseball, Nebraska wrestling, all of the NCAA games. I'm following the women's bracket as well as the men's bracket. So much sports ball. Alright, and then this is going to be another demonic slate, I believe. Yes. So let's come up here. Do one of these, do one of these, do one of these. And then as soon as I pull the demonic slate off, I'll put the master orb there to add more to our network. Because we're trying to get to that 150,000 for the dungeon. Tennessee, meanwhile, is pulling away from UCLA in the second half. Their lead is blossomed out to 15. And I'm pretty sure I picked Tennessee there. I think. Now I gotta check. I think I picked Tennessee. Yes, I picked Tennessee. Now I gotta check the guys I'm chasing. I picked Tennessee. There is our that there. Come down here. I'll go you and you and you. And you picked Tennessee. So we're all gonna go the same direction on this one. Alright, and there's that. We can put that there. And that takes care of that one. Alright, so that takes us to Demon Realm. Well. Put that there. I can use that to make the Master Ritual Stone. Use that in there. Alright. There's my Master Ritual Stone. And that just gets tossed. Okay. I need to do 18 batches of runes. Or of, okay, 18 times 4. $72. I need to do 72 imbued. Blah. That's a lot. Why is it only 101? I just put some in there. Okay, well, I think we'll call it there. Now, let's put these away so I know I don't lose them in case something weird happens. Not that I think anything weird is going to happen, but just in case. And then let's head over to the mansion, which is literally right over here. Almost done with endstone. Getting close. Getting close. Is it just because the electrolyzer is so slow that this takes so long? Do I literally need like a whole wall of electrolyzers making oxygen? Because this is just ridiculous. That entire time we've been streaming, it only made 40 of the 50. Like, that's insane. left over. Alright, so we're like at halfway. I mean, this is insane. It's taking so long to put this clean room together. Oh, here comes more polyethylene. See, that machine goes nice and quick. Boom, 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 boom. This one, not so much. I mean, 75 seconds, it's a really long time. Oh, there was a lightning strike. Please don't let anything be on fire. Whoa, jeez. Well, okay then. Mother Nature looks to be quite serious today. I suppose I should take care of that dude while I'm out here. Well, that was very mean of him to summon the undead before he left. There is a bunny trapped in amber! In the wild! Like, what the heck? Look, I've never seen anything like that before. Poor little bunnykins. Okay, I don't know why everybody has come out tonight, but okay, fine. Give me a minute. I'll put away all of the things. I got an amber encased bunny rabbit. It is very cute. Oh, and I did want to mention, I did do some lag busting this morning. Grinch was having issues when he would be flying around exploring. So I went down, 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 under the base, and I exterminated a whole bunch of zombies that were there who had picked things up and therefore wouldn't despawn. And so I took care of them. So hopefully that helps. One hopes it will help. I'll manage to get 2 more done. But yeah, can't work on more Gregtech until we get this clean room done. And this is taking forever. Alright, so we've almost got that done, which is great. The pig seeds are done! Yay! Thank you, Grinch. That just leaves our friends the turtles. We'll definitely be able to get them done. Just need to have a party with a turtle spawner. Which, you know, sounds oh so much fun, doesn't it? This is going to be a chapter of just craft all the things. I could probably knock this one out during district stream tomorrow. This is another craft all the things chapter. Where are we at here? So we've got the railgun. We've got the focus of summoning. We have done Twilight Forest. We've got Empty Soul Gem. We've got Dimension 2. We've got that. I've got Singularities. I've got Mechanical Arms. I've got that. I've got that. That. Probably can do that. Oh, that's gonna be just a crafting nightmare. We can do it though. And that one we can't do until we get antimatter. Mechanism next. Insanite block for extreme reactors. An awakened supremium furnace. Insanium coal block. Rejuvenated flesh from Evilcraft. But Grinch and I aren't dying. Can we have a way of getting this that's easy enough without dying? And we haven't seen any werewolves. There was a trick to the werewolves. Right, as I was saying, there's a way of making the werewolves. Can do that one. That's the big boys. You have to make 18 of the big boys? I barely was able to make one. There's the antimatter again. Okay, we better get to work on the antimatter. Antimatter's popping up here more than once. Charged snowballs on villagers. Some will turn into witches and some will turn into werewolves. Can you DNA the werewolves and put them then on a spawner? So charge snowball on a villager for the werewolf, and then DNA them to make a spawner. Okay. Heart of the Deep? The hell's the Heart of the Deep? Oh, that's from the Wart. Okay, we have a Wart data model that can do that. Oh, that's from... Oh, no, that's just crafting. We have a bunch of those hearts in this system. Okay, that's good. The Abyssal Sacrifice hearts, or the Heart of the Deep? The Deep, okay. The reinforced speed runes we'll be able to do once we have intricate Hellforge parts. Oh, but we're gonna need 18 times 4. That's 72 intricate Hellforged. Oy, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm just seeing that now. A Hellfire Bee. Okay, but how do we get... You need one to make it. Right, but how do you get a Hellfire Bee? There's no recipe for making it. A regenerative bee spawn egg with 3 intricate Hellforge parts with a greater Tartaric gem will make a Hellfire bee spawn egg. Okay, so how do you get a regenerative bee spawn egg? A hemataubagius. Oh my god. Why am I trying to say that word at 11 o'clock? Oh my lord. Okay, whatever that word is in the blood altar. What is that one? A nomad bee spawn egg. Oh god, I'm gonna have to squish nomad bees. Don't tell a Kumidori. Whatever you do, don't tell a Kumidori. Don't need to get in trouble with the Kumidori because we had to squish the bees. I'm gonna have to make 18 of the hammers. Ugh. I was relatively fine up till that. Oh, wait, it's Nematocrab. No, I wasn't. Oh, that's a lot of Eternal Stellas. Holy smokes. Whew. Oh, goodness gracious me, oh my. We already have the micro missiles because we've been looting them, which is great. Okay, so we need to work on mechanism. Did we decide we do or do not have that yet? I might have what I need to make that, or at least some of those. I got those. Rune. We have fire ones. I know I've seen the fire ones. Yeah, there they are. We got the fire ones. We use those with empty upgrade orbs to make these. We need 18 of those. Alright, so if I do recipe this, recipe this, recipe this, and scroll all the way down here. And do 1, 2, 3. Can I do 17 more fire upgrade orbs? Fire upgrade orbs. Can I do 17 more? Nope. Alright. I have... use... There's a recipe for that. I know. I thought I was leaving. I always think I'm leaving. Arcane salvage. This is arcane debris. I do have arcane debris. Arcane debris is used without being consumed for this, so I should probably hang on to these rather than using them. Like runestones. I have to use a shriving stone to wipe out an existing rune. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Or there is an arcane essence bee. And there's no recipe for it either. Huh. Alright, well, news is we were able to make one. Bad news is we don't have the resources to make more, and it looks like we've got some iron bees that we need to deal with. Okay, so we've got nematocrap, mechanism, wither builder. That shouldn't be that bad. I say innocently, not knowing it's going to be that bad. I made one of those for Grinch, so that I should be able to do. Yeah, we'll have to do the recipes for the whole 9 yards all the way up to, yeah. But that we should be able to do because we have seeds for the various things for power. And I need to make... we need to make 18 jet suit. We need to make 18 jet suit chest plates. Oh my lord. I'm gonna need a lot more calorite. Like, a lot more. I need to get that calorite B. Calorite B. Somehow it seems like I've done a lot, and yet it feels like I've done nothing. Which is disheartening. A little disheartening. Heartening, not gonna lie. I've got a lot of check marks. I've got a lot of chapters done. But it feels like I've gotten nothing progressionally towards this. I've got these two done. Look, I've got Patrick done, and I'm working my way on this one. But, wait. Crazy. Crazy. Well, folks, I am gonna leave it there. Einstein. Oh, you'll notice the lack of rabbits. We have de-rabbited the house. So, when doing my lag check, I found out all of the pets cause a little bit of lag, even if they're sitting still. So we decided the rabbits were extraneous activity and they had to go. So the rabbits have been de-rabbited. Oh, and I just realized I came back to the house with bad omen. That was not a smart idea. Let me... Not that our base looks anything like a village, but I don't need the game thinking suddenly we are and causing a raid to happen, because that would suck. Big time. Oy. Definitely do not need that. Anyway, so I think those are the directions we need to go, because we're going to need antimatter and a lot of it, and the sooner I can get going on that, the better. And I need to see if my gold has been stabilized so I can get HNN going on the nether stars again. So I should work on that as well. I currently have one sweater on the order board, but I will delay working on that until Monday. So we may be able to have a stream tomorrow after district gets done, after lunch, before I get a Kumidori from work. So we will see how it goes, and between me watching basketball and wanting to work on things and how it all goes, we can get another stream in there. I may have another large order coming in. We're in discussions now. We'll see if she gets back to me. So that could have an impact on my Minecraft time going forward, but we'll just have to see if something develops out of that or not. So with that, I hope everybody enjoyed our All the Mods 9 progress this week. Like I said, we got another check mark done, and we're close on a couple chapters, which is exciting. I think that's 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now it's 24 check marks. And that's cool. Oh, and the reward got us another one. That's good. That's less we have to craft. 24 check marks. Woohoo! That's exciting. So, we'll see if we can get some work done on some of these tech chapters, and I'll clear out some more areas in the mansion to be working on those, which does mean I'll probably have to chunk load some more areas, which means we're gonna have to go kill some more zombies and set up some more torches and dread lamps and things to prevent things from accumulating down in the basement. But we will make it work. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Hopefully we will see you guys tomorrow. District Spark will be back with his own All the Mods 9 at 8 o'clock a.m. Central Time in the U.S. So you'll definitely want to check that content out. We are having a lot of fun. It's a little disconcerting because we don't have a known path of what the right way to go towards the stars are, so we're just sort of meandering this way and that way and the other way, and it's not very linear, we'll put it that way. So I like things to be very linear, and I think District does too, so not having a linear path is throwing both him and me out of sorts a bit, but hopefully we can figure out a line and then follow it, and that will help a lot. So, with that, I will bid you all a good night, and we will catch you guys next time when we return to our lighthouse and All the Mods 9. So, on behalf of me and Grinch, good night.